Hey everyone, in this video, we're going to go through how you can create your very own chart in Microsoft Excel. More specifically, we're going to go through how you can easily create a chart, read the chart, make edits to the chart, and format the chart. By visualizing your data, you'll be able to see things like trends, highlight patterns, and overall facilitate better decision making. Whether you're a student, a data professional, or someone that just loves playing around with data, working with charts is a great way to keep your data exciting and overall make your lives a lot easier. And with all that said, let's head on over to the video. In this example, let's say that I'm tasked with putting together a presentation where I need to add a visual of sales for the year. The data on the screen shows a list of products in one column and the corresponding sales figures by quarter. So let's go ahead and create a chart and visualize our data. Like with many things in Excel, there are many different ways to go about doing certain tasks. When it comes to creating charts, what I like to do is select a cell in my data set, going up to the Insert tab, and then clicking one of these charts. In general, if you're not sure which chart you want to use, you can always rely on the recommended charts option, where Excel creates charts for you to pick from. So I'm actually going to go ahead and look through some of these recommended charts and then select one of them. So we can see that Excel created things like a clustered column chart, a stacked column chart, and even a funnel chart. I think I'm going to stick with a clustered column chart because I want to be able to compare values across a few categories, in this case, products. So I'm just going to click OK. And just like that, Excel created the chart for us. So one thing that you'll notice when you have the chart selected is you'll be able to see the underlying data and how it relates to your graph. So at this point in the video, we can actually do some analysis on our data, but I need to make one quick edit first. We can see that there are a couple of bars for a total section, but because the total is really just the sum of all the quarterly sales, it's not really that relevant to show on this chart. So we're going to go ahead and remove that before we start analyzing our data. So to do that, I'm just going to move the chart out of the way, and then I'm going to shrink this box here. So now the total column won't be included in our chart. And now the total columns disappear. Now let's go ahead and start analyzing this chart. Well, if we focus on Q1, we can see that the beauty products had the most amount of sales, and the furniture had the least, but only by a little. And when we look at Q2, we can see that beauty products still had the most sales, but home decor had the least. What are some conclusions that you can make? Let me know down in the comment sections below. Now let's say that I need to make some edits to my chart, and in this case, I need to add more products and sales to my chart. And because I can visually see what pieces of data are included in my chart, I just need to increase the range so that it includes the rest of the products. And now it's shown in my chart. Now let's say that I want to filter for certain products. Well, I can do so by clicking the filter area over here and then clicking for the product that I'm interested in. So let's say that I'm gonna look more into the beauty products. So I just need to check that box off, then click apply. Now I can see how the sales went from quarter to quarter only for beauty products. And if I want to include another product, I just have to click the checkbox like this, click apply again, and now I can see how certain products compare to each other. Now let's talk about some of the formatting options that we have when it comes to making charts in Excel. So one thing that you need to know about charts is that charts in Excel are made up of what are called chart elements. So the chart elements can be found in this area over here. And we can see that a couple of elements are already shown, such as the axes, the grid lines, and the legend. So we can add more things like the chart title and data labels. But you just gotta make sure that when it comes to data labels, that it doesn't make your chart look too busy. So in this case, it kind of does. So we'll just leave those out. And if we wanted to make changes to the chart title, we can just highlight the title like this and then just say product sales. Some other things that we can do when it comes to formatting is selecting a chart style. So when I click the chart style button, we can see that there are different previews or different ways to show our chart. So I'm just going to cycle through until I find one that I like. So I think I like this one the most, so I'll just left click this, and I'm going to remove the data labels because it makes our chart look a little busy. So now our chart is looking very sharp. There are a couple of more formatting things that I like to do personally when it comes to working with charts, and one of them is making sure that the size of the chart is big enough so that the information is clear to the user. I also like to play around with the display units, so for example, these values on the y-axis, I like to change them to either thousands or millions. So in this case, because most of the sales are in the thousands, I'll just use display units thousands, and in my opinion, this just makes things a little more cleaner. So just keep in mind that the goal of formatting is always to make your chart easy to understand and visually engaging. So play around with different formatting options until you achieve that result. So with that said, I think that my presentation can use this chart and be both visually engaging and easy to understand. And that's how you're able to create your very own chart in Microsoft Excel. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button down below and consider subscribing to the channel to see more content like this in the future. I'll see you all in the next video.